laws did was allowed us to predict where they would be in the future in a way that none of the older ones could do, and also understand things that had not yet happened. For example, Halley's Comet had been witnessed and recorded a few times, and then Halley worked out using Newton's laws of gravity and come again. And of course, it's come every time since then at about the same period, about 85 years apart.
Yeah, but he was getting data. Yeah, but he was getting data that was already being gathered for thousands of years.
Right, but to calculate the path, you're not going to be able to do it just by knowing the spacing of previous things. Those are not that precisely known. He had to actually be able to calculate its real path to successfully predict when it would come again, and he did so, and it's done that ever since then. Yeah, it was all done using the math of gravity.
The path was already... The path had already been seen 1,000 times before.
Yeah, but the dates on the early occurrences were not that precise, and that's how Newtonian gravity used by Halley allowed them to find the future appearances, and they have been right ever since then because they use gravity. That's how we can sling various space vehicles around planets, like we've done that repeatedly now, especially with the various probes that have gone out in the solar system. If we did not have the laws of gravity, none of that would be possible, because you cannot calculate where they're going to go unless you understand the physics of how they move. You think that NASA just throws out space and they magically get there where they expect them to be?
No. They done all that. They done all that during the 40s and the 50s. They were testing rockets to go up, see if they could get through this so-called barrier or whatever they said that's up there, or they say that's up there, some kind of barrier that's up there. So we've already done that. Yep.
The atmosphere just gets thinner and thinner, and they eventually are able to go beyond it. And now we routinely have lots of craft that are up beyond the atmosphere, all of which are responding to gravity as they move around the Earth.
Yeah.
I mean, we would not be able to have satellites orbiting us if gravity didn't work.
Ali, so you're referring to the radiation belts, right? The Van Allen radiation belts. Is that your argument?
No, it's not. It's not like no. I'm saying there's a it's not a barrier. You've got to crack through it or whatever. But there's definitely a change in there's a change, and I believe that's why they go up at an angle, because they fly up at an angle to come in to get out at a certain angle. If they've got to come in at a certain angle, that means they've got to go out at a certain angle as well, and that's why they go out at a certain angle, because there's some kind of barrier. Otherwise, they would go straight up, shortest route and all that. Yeah, poof, straight through.
No, actually, they do go straight up. The space rockets that you see going up are going straight up. Your perspective is wrong when you're on the planet.
No, they
are taking the straightest path out of the atmosphere they can.
They actually hit it at an angle. They have to go at a specific angle.
What he's saying, Ali, he's saying that they're launched straight up. They're launched vertical, but after they reach a certain height, then they start getting to an orbital trajectory to try to get into an insertion.
Yeah, but you go about well, I'll challenge that, because you can watch SpaceX. Yeah, of course. Well, I wouldn't say it if I wasn't going to challenge it, but you can challenge it, because if you go to SpaceX and you watch the data that's coming through on it, it'll give you a height, and it'll also give you a distance from the launch, and the distance is always higher. It is always further than the height, meaning they're going that way. Otherwise, it would be going that way. The height would be
that's what I said.
The height to distance. So they go that way.
Do you know what horizontal is?
Excuse me. What I just said there, I said they leave the atmosphere. They go up at an angle, and you have to leave the atmosphere at an angle. That's what I said. They don't go straight up, right? Meaning, there's a reason why you don't go straight up, is because they have to go out at an angle. Otherwise, if we go straight up, that's the shortest way out of this place. Would be straight up.
Well, they are straight up until they reach that trajectory.
No,
then you're going into Earth's orbit.
Go look at the telemetry on it, and you will clearly see it, that it goes further that way, away from where it took off, than it is high. So that tells me it's going at an angle. So it's getting further away quicker than it's getting higher. You can check it. Yep, you check it all out. I know you can laugh away.
You're kind of confirming what we're saying here. That's why we're laughing. I mean,
yeah, but that's what I say. But so where am I wrong then? That's what I'm saying. It is you've got to go up, and they go up. Look, you're telling me that when they launch their rockets, right, they go straight up like that? Yes or no?
Yeah, you would see it when they launch.
No, is that what you say? They're going straight up. No, but yeah, they start off like that, but the minute they start going and they move out like that at a certain height, they don't go straight up. They go at a certain height.
Right.
Of course, they're going straight up when they take off.
That's because they only take about a minute or so before they're already high enough above the atmosphere. They have to start correcting and getting ready to go into orbit. So they only have to be in a straight up for a very short period of time because that's how quickly they leave our atmosphere. That's what those rockets are designed to do, get us up very fast.
Right. Yeah, well, we'll have to disagree. I say that they.
What are you disagreeing on?
When they take off, no, excuse me. I'm just saying, you asked me what they done, right? I've told you that they take off, right, and they head at an angle. They start taking an angle because they have to.
After about a minute or so, their trajectory changes. Angle.
Okay,
yeah,
so
because they're already high enough.
So why are you laughing at me?
To do that. No, I was just saying you're misunderstanding how fast they rise.
But I've just explained it, and you're agreeing with me because you've just said that I agree with you. So if I agree with you, obviously you agree with me because I'm saying the same as you.
Yeah, but you're misunderstanding the numbers here. That ascent takes about a minute to get all the way up into the atmosphere and to the top of it, and then they start to go into orbit. And that's why you don't realize how quickly they rise above the atmosphere.
As soon as they take off, they start heading at that. They start moving like that and coming across that way.
About 30 seconds, they go straight up, and then they start to turn, yes. But they don't turn in the minute they launch. They hit like 30 seconds of straight up trajectory.
Right, maybe I didn't stipulate exactly what I meant there, but I know how rockets take off. And I know they take a trajectory, and I know that they leave the atmosphere at an angle. They don't leave straight up, right? So.
Well, that's because they're going into orbit at that point, so they can circle the Earth.
Exactly.
They're the elevation.
Well, they're going into something, and they have to go at an angle because they can't go straight through like that. They have to. There's a reason why they go at an angle.
If you watch a rocket launch,
it's not to go round there.
If you watch the rockets that are designed to leave the Earth's orbit, like some of the moon launches, you'll discover they actually go straight up for much longer until they're lost to sight. They're so far away because they don't spend much of any time in the Earth's orbit unless they're being slingshotted around the Earth to reach the moon, which they did on some of those launches. And to leave the Earth's atmosphere, you have to go straight up for a much longer time. And then leaving Earth altogether, you have to go straight out in order to get into an orbit that will allow you to travel to the moon or to Mars or other places we've now sent spacecraft.
No. I mean, I don't agree with that at all. I don't agree with that at all.
Why not?
Well, that's what it is, and there should be footage of some of those launches that go to Mars that show that.
Yeah, but if every single, go and watch it. Well, I don't know. I've watched thousands of launches, man. I would. Looking, if I have to come on places like this and argue, I have to. Well, I didn't look at anything. I've not studied anything. I'm just going on what I've read before. So it's like, so I know I'm confident enough to know to make that statement that what I said, they have to leave the atmosphere at a certain angle, and they start that angle as soon as they're high enough to start going at that angle, but they do not leave
because they're going into Earth's orbit. Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. So where's it? There's no controversy here, then, is there? We agree with each other. It's just we're not. You're saying that they go around that way, and I'm disagreeing with that. I say they go around that way when they leave, and that's how they come up.
So
like
okay,
that.
so let me clarify this. So, Ali's saying, okay, so Dr. Prothero is saying that as the rocket will go into a stable orbit around the Earth, it's actually traveling around Earth, okay? And you're saying that it's traveling horizontally around a flat Earth. That's the orbital insertion.
Yeah, that's an orbital insertion. That's it. That's exactly what I mean. Good one.
All right, so it goes up like this. It goes like this, and then it just kind of goes horizontal and just starts orbiting this way.
That's the way they think.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep, that's it.
okay.
Yep.
Go
No, actually, nobody does. No, they don't actually, Dr. Prothero. They don't actually think that. They don't believe in space. So, no, they don't think like that.
What causes it to orbit? Once it's up there, what causes it to go this way and not fall?
They have no fuel. They aren't pushing themselves.
No, I know they don't. And I know. Yep, and they use the Soyuz to correct their trajectory and all that kind of stuff as well. Yeah, I know exactly. They've got and they have very little fuel up there just to check their attitude and all that kind of stuff. But they're floating. It's simple as that. You float when you go up in space. That's not free falling round the planet or anything like that. That's you float up there. Things float in space.
Okay, how about if we try something different here?
No, wait a minute. 1 second. Let me give you a question. Right? One thing then, right? I'll give you. Here we go then, right? So if I go up into space, right, I'm free of all gravitational influences.
No, you're not free of all gravity. It's much less.
There's gravity up there.
Never.
No, how far are we talking? Right. Okay. So where are we talking? I'm talking about a place that's free of any gravitational forces, right? So we're just going to specifically go into space. Do you believe you float in space?
No.
Yeah, but that's not being completely free of gravity.
Really.
You just have very
Steve
little gravity compared to Earth. But the spacecraft
you're
in,
there's no such thing as a perfect.
Right, wait a minute. Let me finish then. Right, there's no such thing. Well, that can't be proven. But anyway, so say it's possible, right, in the medium up there, right. Say it's possible that you could find a place that there was no a gravitational force, and you had the ability just to stand still.
There isn't any place where there's no gravity.
Right,
gravity's always there.
Well, what about the Lagrange points then?
Okay.
Gravity.
Here's another point. Let me change this here. We're getting in circles. I would ask you to go look at tomorrow night.
Right. So okay. So a Lagrange point. You know what that is? A Lagrange point.
Yes, I know. It's a point where you have
there's a satellite.
Yeah.
Thank you. Right. Okay. So I would have the ability to have an object, go into a Lagrange point and set it there, yeah, and it'll stay there. It'll float.
Because the gravity is exactly equal.
There's still gravity there.
That's gravity balance.
Doesn't matter. It can have gravity because the gravitational forces of whatever's pulling on is negated. So we could say there's no gravitational pull there at all, right? So it's possible to set an object up there in a Lagrange point, satellites, right, and it will sit there and it will float. Okay?
Let me show you this real quick.
So that right.
It's just what you guys were talking about a second
The right side of the aircraft, looking at the spaceship. The aircraft right now, those of you on the right side of the aircraft, you can see the spaceship.
Wow.
On the left side of the aircraft, you can probably see people on the right side of the aircraft looking at the spaceship.
Look. Just how I said.
On the right side. That is. Can you still see okay? Yep. Thank you. Faster than us. I know.
Does that
I think
that fits exactly what I just said.
What do you think? Oh yeah.
That's it. That fits exactly what I said. Did I not say that? It goes up at an angle. You could clearly see it there. It comes up through the clouds.
All of
the
you were saying
first
the same
layer of
thing.
cloud. Well,
Yeah,
that's
what I was trying to. He's agreeing with us, but he doesn't understand the reasoning why on his model it won't work. I mean, it just
let me change the subject here.
Sure.
How about another
yeah,
thing?
yeah,
Tomorrow night, look out at the full moon, and you will watch the Earth's shadow with a curve on the full moon. We're having a lunar eclipse coming up tomorrow night, and it's not possible to have that curvature without a spherical Earth.
Yeah, but is that the shadow of the Earth? There's a bit of controversy about that. Not
no,
within
it's
your
very-
side.